Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to SA Accounting Academy. Here's a short clip on one of our previous webinars. I hope that you really do enjoy it.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome to you on this rather chilly morning. So, good morning, everybody. I do see a couple of new names on the circuit this morning. So, welcome to all of you. If it's the first time that you're logging into one of my webinars, good luck. I talk a lot. All right. Let's just hope I talk sense and that you can learn something from me today. All right. You should have already gotten your webinar slides. They are available under your shared files. So you can download it from your shared files folder that you can see on your right-hand side. There should be a public folder and then a shared files as well. And then we'll talk more about the other documents that I'll be uploading or that will be uploaded for you during the webinar. All right. So a warm welcome. My name is Lettie Janse van Vuuren, and I will be your facilitator for the next 90 minutes. Our webinar for today is all about going concern, a focus on disclosure. It's all about disclosure this morning. It's about where to disclose, what to consider. The thing is, there are so many publications out. And when I saw this, I thought, well, this sort of just brings everything together, that all the professional bodies and all the other bodies have published over the last year since COVID started, because that's when going concern really came to life, you know. Prior to that, it was just sort of a thumbsuck, yeah, okay, we'll still be here in 12 months. And when COVID hit, everything became uncertain. Right. Okay. As we are all in level 4 lockdown again this morning, congratulations. Hope that you can all still work safely from home. I don't know if this is going to impact the services that you can provide to your clients. It might, because a lot of the services need to be done on site. So I'm hoping that the level 4 lockdown does not affect you negatively in any way. Right. But remember that safety does come first, your safety and your health. Okay, so let's get started. This is a document that was published by the IFRS Foundation. Let me just quickly see if you can see my cursor as I move it. Let me see. Right, can you see my little pencil on the screen as I move it? Do you see the pencil? And when I draw a line, you see it. Although not a very straight line again. I'll get better, I promise. Okay. There's short line, but so I'm just a little bit crazy. Okay, so let's get started. That's me. That's all about my background, where I've been, what I do. What I do for a living is exactly what I do today. I do webinar hosting. I do development of courses. I do all the technical alerts for SAAA as well. So if you want to follow us on LinkedIn, I post one technical alert every single day, and there's a little link there that you can go and follow into the actual document, which I call a source document. And there's even some technical summary videos available on topics, which are anything from up to half an hour for the shorter topics. And I think they're like $50 each, so it's really not a lot. And then the longer ones up to an hour. So the technical summary videos are a nice little option if you don't want to sit, or you cannot sit, or you don't need to sit through a 2-hour webinar. You know, sometimes we just need a little bit of a refresher. And then if you need more, then you can go and have a look at the entire webinar. Right, but you're more than welcome to do that. Otherwise, when I'm not busy hosting webinars and developing material, I'm busy providing technical advice, mostly to auditors. Things like, oh, my client doesn't want to disclose what's happening in terms of COVID, or they don't know how to disclose it, or they haven't issued their financials within 6 months. What do we do? And then I'll help them with what their approach should be in terms of documentation, in terms of the expression on the audit report, and so on and so forth. And I also help with whatever practices need from me. I'm normally what I like to call a phone a friend, right? The phone a friend when they say, Oh, okay. Let's say Oba is coming for a visit or Saika is coming for a visit. Let's phone Lettie. She must help. So that's what I do. I do quality control manuals, all sorts of customizations. I don't write it for them. I customize these. Right. So let's go and have a look at what's on the agenda for today. We're going to start off with an introduction. Right. We will then look at management responsibilities regarding going concern, because a lot of times they don't really think that they've got one. If you ask them what going concern is, they say, you want to what? Okay, so if those are your clients, then you need to educate them because it is their responsibility. And especially if you are drafting the financials, you're compiling the financials, we cannot take that upon ourselves anymore. All right. You need to discuss with management and assess whatever processes they've gone through. I mean, they know their business. So it's, if you know which questions to ask and you ask the correct questions in the correct way, you will get the correct answers. Then we're going to look at the fact that it is actually a dynamic assessment. It's not static. It's not something that just stays. It also includes the impacts of your subsequent events. Right. So your events after the reporting period, what those have on the ongoing concern. A lot of times what you will have is that something big after year end, like a big fat lawsuit or something that you are found guilty of, could actually be an adjusting or non-adjusting event. And even if it's a non-adjusting event, you should at the very least disclose it. So the one that I've said here, disclosure is key. That is definitely what today is all about. Disclosure is key. We're going to look at applying the requirements in IAS 1, which is the presentation of financial statements, which is the one ongoing concern. All right. Those of you that operate in an auditing or independent review environment, you'll know that your ISA 570 ongoing concern is a separate standard that you must comply with. Right? But if you are the compiler or your clients compile their financial statements, or they present the financial statements to you for auditing or for whatever, or to the users, they have got certain requirements, and that is set forth in IAS 1. And then lastly, we're going to look at what an entity should do if they are not a going concern. There are very definite steps that must be followed, and it's simple. All right. And then lastly, I'll just end off with a little in closing summary. Okay. So before we start with the actual webinar content, I just wanted to give you two quotes that I found. The first one is by Jonathan Sachs. He said, "A perfect storm is in the making. Financial uncertainty, economic downturn, government cuts, rising unemployment, and a future that looks less clear the more we try to fathom it." And that's so fitting today as we sit here in level 4 again, especially in Gauteng. We can't even go out of the province. So much for the holiday bookings and trying to line everybody's diaries up to the kids' school holidays. All right, because the holidays apparently start on Wednesday now. So yeah, we'll yet another holiday down the tubes. And then we have another one here from Annie Duke, and she said, "Making better decisions starts with understanding this. Uncertainty can work a lot of mischief." And it's exactly that uncertainty that creates the need for extra disclosure. Everywhere in all the publications from all the professional bodies internationally, it is actually becoming a requirement that you should disclose the uncertainties as well. Any sort of uncertainties. And in fact, in South Africa, we have been encouraged to disclose whatever circumstances are in relating to COVID. So specifically, maybe just in the director's report, to say what the effect has been on the entity of COVID-19, of the pandemic. Have there been closures? Has there been obviously suppliers who can't pay, lenders that cannot be paid by you because you've lost revenue, you have not been able to get out of fixed cost contracts, so you've made major losses. So there are so many things that we need to consider with this. All right.
I hope that you enjoyed that video. For more of our webinar videos, go to www.accountingacademy.co.za. Thank you and have a lovely day.